In this video, we're going to look at tennis trading using leverage and ways to increase your profits with minimal risk. This is definitely a little bit more advanced than normal and not something we would usually share on YouTube. But we wanted to give you a little glimpse at the possibilities within the world of tennis trading. And of course, this is demonstrated with real life trading demonstrations. Go grab a nice cold beer and let's get into it. So the great thing about tennis trading is that almost every match will have multiple opportunities. This is slightly different from football trading, where we are often relying on a goal being scored to present an opportunity, and there are an average of 2.5 goals per match, which thus means an average of 2.5 opportunities per match in football. In tennis, there is a lot more, okay? Every point moves the market in tennis, and the average tennis game has an average of 6 points being scored. That's just the game. Remember, it's game, set, match. So every game with 6 points being scored, and every set has an average of 10 games. And some tennis matches have 5 sets. So you can do the maths on that if you like, but long story short, every tennis match is going to have multiple opportunities, okay? Every point is moving the market in some way. So it's important to keep in mind, tennis trading is not a one trade and done type of sport. It's not like, hey, you're getting in the market, you're waiting for one thing to happen, and then you're getting out and then you're twiddling your thumbs or looking around for something else to trade. The general idea is that you're going to do at least one trade, you're going to build up some green, and then you're going to look to leverage it. So you should be doing multiple trades per match to leverage up your profits. You shouldn't just be doing one trade and then off. You should be doing multiple trades, trying to take advantage of the amount of opportunities that there are in a single match. So for example, once you've used your initial strategy, back the favorite, lay the favorite, etc., once you've made some green, you should be looking for ways to get that green screen higher without taking much further risk. So the initial green screen that you make is going to give you a head start, and from that point on, you can be as risk adverse or as aggressive as you like to take chances for a much bigger win. And there are some techniques that can allow you to triple, quadruple, or even 10x your profits for almost zero risk in the right scenario. The bad news is we can't reveal all of those techniques here in this YouTube video. That's often reserved for the private members. But the good news is there are some that we can show you, and we do have a few real life trading examples of this for you to see for yourself and get an idea of how it all works. So let's dive right into that right now. But before we do, if you like the idea of this video and you're liking what you see so far, and you just like this subject in general, would really like it if you could click the like button to support the channel. These videos are absolutely free. All we ask for in return is your clicking of the like button to show your support. While you're there, you should probably hit the subscribe button. You should probably make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss all the future videos. Okay, let's dive into it. We've got some tennis trading real life examples using leverage. Let's check it out. So you can see we've already got £28 locked in. Okay, so we're going to try and leverage this up. All right, let me just get the money in the market, then explain. We've got to do that in tennis because the markets move so quick. So we've got £28 locked in on both players. What we're going to do is we're going to take £28. We're going to back Vekic at this particular entry point. Okay, 5-3 in the first set. Okay, now what we're looking for is Vekic to get back into the match, and then we could leverage this profit up higher. Or if Sestea wins the first set, that's going to be our exit point for a loss. But it's not really going to be a loss, is it? Because we've got no money exposed in the market. So we're only going to lose some of the profit that we've already made. Okay, and really at this point, it shouldn't be a huge amount. So anyway, let's see what happens. We've backed her there at the odds of 3.3. So yeah, let's see what happens at the end of this game. And as you can see, or well, not quite see on the scoreboard because it hasn't quite caught up, but I can see that Vekic has made it 4-5. So let me just exit out. And obviously we went in with 28, and so we're going to lay at 2.24 with the 28 again. Okay, and so you can see that we've leveraged up our position for just barely any risk. I mean, technically no risk. So we already had £28 locked in. You saw what we did. We backed Vekic at that entry point for 3.3, and then she's won that game, and now she's gone into 2.28. And now we've leveraged it up to the point where we've got £58 sitting on Vekic, and the £28 that we originally had, we've got back, and that's on Sestea. We could green it out for £41 on both sides, but I think that Vekic has got a bit of momentum, so her price could go lower, and then we could do the same against Vekic, okay? And we could start to do this back and forth through the rest of the match. So just a quick example of using leverage and how to do it. And obviously the key thing is, we've already got that green. We're not at that point, we're not risking any money, okay? There's no money coming out of our account at that particular point onwards. It's just a matter of how much we can make. So anyway, just a quick example for you. Vekic, Sestea, we've leveraged up that £28 into £58. So we have this match, Peterson, Schmiedlova, and we've got around £15 locked in, heading into the final set. Interesting situation. I mean, Peterson won that second set 6-love, so you kind of feel that there would be momentum with Peterson, and the market seemed to reflect that too, okay? But, well, you'd think, well, final set, Schmiedlova should get it together, and it could be a competitive one. So we are going to try and leverage up the profit by taking a position backing her, okay? We're putting that £15 on Schmiedlova, currently the underdog, but it's 1-1 in this match, okay? So whoever wins this final set wins the match. So let's see what happens. We now got £46 of green on Schmiedlova, and we want her to at least get ahead in this in this final set, and then we should be able to leverage it up higher than the £15 of profit for no extra risk. Let's see what happens. And so we managed to call that one correctly. I did think the markets were overrating Peterson after the second set. And of course, we didn't take any further risk of our money, but we pretty much doubled the profit by getting involved there. So remember, we had around £15 locked in earlier on into the final set. We thought there was an opportunity on Schmiedlova, wanted to find out without risking any more of our money. And we did that by backing Schmiedlova with the £15. She's taken the lead in this final set. Her price has gone in from, we backed her at 3.1, it's into 1.57 to lay. So pretty nice trade right there. And as I said, pretty much just doubled up that profit. Okay, and then from this point on, you just look for more similar opportunities and see if you can leverage it up even higher. So this match, Serena Williams against Harmony Tan. So we've got about £23 locked in. As you can see, Serena Williams has lost the first set. She was the favourite. So what we're going to try and do is try and see if we can leverage up that £23 into a higher profit without taking further risk on the match, okay? And the position to take really is a pretty obvious one, to back Serena Williams. So we say that £23, and we're going to back her, and then we're going to see if she can get back into it in this second set and try and get the profit up a bit higher, okay? Let's see what happens anyway, heading into the second set right now. And so early on in this second set, Serena has got ahead, okay? So we could lay that off. Well, I mean, let's cash it out. It's best to cash out rather. So obviously I was going to show you how we could lay it off and maybe leave a free bet or something like that, but you know what, I just realized let's keep this simple, okay? So anyway, you saw that we had some profit at the end of the second set. We backed Serena Williams to get back into it. She has got back into it. We've leveraged up the profit. It hasn't leveraged up by a huge amount, but that was to be expected because we only backed Serena at what, 2.2 or something like that. So it was kind of an obvious trade, but again, we've got that profit up higher without risking further red screen or without risking any more money into the market. So anyway, just a quick example for you right there. So I hope you like what you're seeing, and I'm not done yet. We've still got more examples to come. But in the meantime, if you do like the look of tennis trading, you're interested in learning how to trade tennis or how to take your tennis trading to the next level, you should download this free Ultimate Tennis Trading Course Prospectus ebook. The link to get this is in the description of the video. Just scroll down, click it, and enter your email address, and we will send it right to you. And this will show you all you need to know about going up to the next level with your tennis trading, including how to trade tennis with zero prior knowledge of the sport. Yep, you don't really need to know much about the sport. You definitely don't need to know much about the players, and a lot of tennis traders barely know any of them apart from the obvious celebrities, or even watching the match. You can trade this just following the live scores, but you're going to learn more about all of that inside the course prospectus. So if you want to learn about how to do that, just click the link in the description to grab it. Enter your very best email address and we will email it to you. If you put in a fake email address, not going to work. You're just wasting your own time. So make sure you do that if you're interested in learning how to trade tennis. Like I said, zero prior knowledge. Don't need to know any of the players. Don't even need to watch the match live. Okay. So go and grab that. Anyway, we've got another very interesting example here. You could argue we've saved the best one till last. Let's check out this next example of trading tennis using leverage. So we're going to look for a swing trade on this one. We're going to back Doi here with a £200 stake. We're going to get in the market there at 2.12, and it's just got matched. So the idea is that we're going to back to lay with Doi. Okay, we backed with £200, and what has happened is her price has swung up because she is currently 3-1 down in the first set. But we're going to back her, looking for her to get back into it. She was the favourite before the match. And so we're going to back her and then look for that price to swing down and then lay and then get out with a profit. That's the idea. It's a back to lay. It's a swing trade. And there's still plenty of time left in this first set for us to achieve it. £200 is in the market, but that whole £200 is not being risked. We will exit at the end of the set regardless, okay, whether we've made a profit or if we have to accept a loss. But that whole £200 is not going to be at risk because she's already 3-1 up. So the markets are kind of expecting that she's going to go on and win the set, but we're being a contrarian in this particular instance. Okay, so now it's 3-3 at the end, at the end of that service game, and Doi has leveled it. Her price has gone into 1.56. So there is that back to lay trade. It's a 2.12 back and then a lay at 1.56. We've got £112 of green, but because this is an even match, I'm just going to cash it out and equalize the profit over both outcomes. And so we've made £70 there very quickly as well. Okay, so that was a good example of a swing trade, and especially how I like it to happen in tennis trading, because we didn't have to hang around. We didn't have to wait too long for that. So you can see the price swung up and swung down, and then we locked in our profit. Very quick, very fast, very low risk at the same time, and we've got £70 locked in. So it's a 35% return on the stake that we used. So nice example there of a swing trade when trading tennis. First of many swings in this match, I do hope. So we've got a decent profit on this one already. Now it is just a case of trying to see if we can add to that profit. We had, 167 locked in altogether. But now here's just a bit of a scalping opportunity. So Doi is serving. It is 40 advantage, okay? So she concedes this point, she's going to lose a break of serve. But the price has dipped down to 1.34. It could be a good scalping opportunity. If she can score the next point, then it's going to push the odds back in our favor, and it looks like that has just happened there. So it's gone straight up to 1.49, and so we can get out and just take that little scalp right there, and we just leveraged up that profit up to 182. It was about 165 or something just before I entered that trade. So just a quick example there. I mean, once you've already made that green, then it can be just a case of looking back to then use the earlier strategies and use them all, combine them all, use the earlier strategies to then add to the bottom line, knowing that we can't actually lose any money now. It is just a matter of how much we can make, and you have to be really, really unlucky to keep doing it and waste away your whole profit, okay, from there. So quick and easy in the market and out, quick scalp, add into that bottom line. So we're going to go for a low lay-in opportunity on this one. 1.08 her price has gone into Doi here. Now, when you want to do the low lay-in, ideally you want to use some profits you've already made earlier on in the match. So it's almost a free shot at just trying to increase your profits. Now you can see that the cash out amount is 174, but by risking some of that, we could potentially
well, give ourselves a profit potential of 476 for this to be an interesting end to the match. But worst case scenario, we're still going to make 153, because obviously now we're going for something that's a bit more of a longer shot, and that is for Hibino to turn this around quite late on in the match. But that's the position you want to be in. You want to be in the position where we've already made some profit. We're just going to risk a tiny percentage of that profit to try and leverage up to an even bigger profit and expect the unexpected, as you should be doing when you're trading tennis. So anyway, we got involved in this one. As you saw, we lay in at 1.08. Let's see what happens. Doi's currently serving. Let's see if Hibino can turn this around. Well, looks like we're going to win our trade, but not the way that we really wanted to. Okay. Let's try and get out of this. Well, it's not looking like a good situation at all. So Doi, I mean, we opposed Doi. Okay, we opposed her looking for a swing, and then she's actually played really, really well in these final games, and she was looking like she was actually going to win the match in this game, and she took a bit of a fall and got injured, and her price on her has shot up. So I guess it just shows that anything can happen when you're trading tennis. Anything can happen. I mean, we didn't win it on the scoreboard, but we won it by the market doubt that just happened when Doi fell over there. So we just added to the bottom line, as you can see. But anyway, just goes to show what can happen when trading tennis. Okay, I will keep you posted if anything more of note happens in this match. However, it looks like Doi is going to get a match point here. She looks a little bit stiff, so it's not looking great, but maybe she'll get over the line. But anyway, crazy example, but we managed to make another swing trade. Okay, not the way we wanted, but we got there in the end.
So I hope you enjoyed checking that one out, and let's quickly go over what we've learned here. Maybe it might be worth watching the video again to fully understand it, but remember, step one is you build up your initial green using your more regular strategies, and then step two, you're going to leverage those profits higher in low risk ways with more advanced techniques, and you're just going to rinse and repeat till the end of the match, till the opportunities dry up. And you can do this on the majority of tennis matches. The majority of tennis matches are going to have a lot of opportunities. Some will obviously have more than others, but that is the general idea with tennis trading. You can take small profits and grow them into much bigger profits, and without taking any sort of silly risks. Okay, now anyway, as said earlier on, if you do have any sort of interest in learning how to trade tennis, how to go to the next step with this sport, then click the link in the description, get the Ultimate Tennis Trading Course Prospectus. You will learn how you can go to the next level with your tennis trading, and as it says on the screen right there, you're going to be learning how to trade tennis without any prior knowledge of the sport. So even if you've never watched a tennis match before, it should be pretty easy to pick up the tennis trading side of things. You don't need to know the players. You don't even really need to watch the match live. Okay, a lot of us don't even follow the match live. Betfair's got rid of the women's tennis, and so you can just follow the scores. Okay, it is just a numbers game. It's all a numbers game. Anyway, click the link in the description to get your free ebook, and we will email it right to you. And if you're enjoying these videos on the screen right now, there should be another one for you to watch. Don't click any of the videos on the right hand side. Click the video that is on the screen and go grab another nice cold beer, and let's get into it.